speaking of the Denver Broncos, if I'm not mistaken, your first game, week 1 for Fox, is you've got Cam Ward and the Titans in his first career start in Denver. And I'll tell you, Mark, throughout the entire summer training camp season, I would ask information men and women when they come on this program, give me the team that everybody's talking about when they're texting you from other teams about what you know and the buzz about certain teams that are going to be better than anybody might be talking about. It's the Denver Broncos. That bandwagon is jacked and full, Mark.
I think some of that is from the head coach. Coach Payton did a couple of interviews this offseason and really believes in this group. And he's kind of leaned into that mentality of, hey, I'm not pulling any punches here. I trust this group. We signed Surtain for a reason. Our rookie quarterback got us to the playoffs. We're going to do it again. I love the running back room. We got J.K. Dobbins. We haven't seen a ton of them in the preseason, so hopefully that's a big boost for him in the run game. And then, on offense as well, Evan Ingram, with the acquisition of him, you barely see him. He only had like one catch in the preseason, but apparently he's going to be one of the feature players. So I think he's excited about that. I think anytime you get a team with, I think it's like 39 returning starters or roster players, that's a lot. 39 to 53 is pretty good turnaround. And almost, I think it's like 15 of 16 offensive and defensive linemen are back on the team. That continuity means a lot. So I think that's what's got them feeling that energy and that vibe in Denver that, hey, this is a team that might make a little run here at the division. And after watching the way things went down with the Chiefs later in the year last year, they're thinking, hey, Rashee Rice is gone for a few games. Man, we might get our shot here, and we got to take advantage of it. We're basically in our window is kind of the message that Sean Payton is sending to his guys and publicly. So it's a couple of interesting storylines without giving away everything in broadcast. I got my notes going already, but
okay, yeah, I bet.
The first round draft pick making his first start against a really tough defensive unit, probably one of the top 5 defenses in the league, at least projected, could be number 1, but going against Surtain and Benito and Zach Allen and then a Vance Joseph defense, I mean, that's a hell of a way to start a career on the road in Mile High. I mean, that's serious. And then, for Bo Nix, being the first round quarterback, taking your team to the playoffs after a decade drought of playoff appearances, and now the sophomore year. Well, what can you do next? You're only as good as this next game. It's the ultimate meritocracy here in the NFL. So what do you got next? And you're no longer a rookie. So show me that you're the franchise guy. And last year wasn't just a fluke. So there's plenty going into this game. I'm excited to call it.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Mark Sanchez, you started your career on the road, right? Your first career game was in Houston.
In Houston,
correct?
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to go through Cam Ward's veins that was going through yours on the? Let me get the date right. September 13th, 2009.
2009.
Mark.
The funny story about that game is I got so excited pregame. My high school coach was there. My dad was there on the sidelines. And then Joe Namath was right next to him.
Oh, baby. Wow. Come on.
So
now.
I'm walking out for pregame warmups, and I'm just like, oh, my God. 2 of my heroes and then the hero for the New York Jets of all time are just standing there hanging out. And so I go over and talk to him. Then I go through my warm-up routine, and I go to get dressed. I didn't even tape my ankles. I forgot. I just didn't even think about it. And I've taped my ankles for every game since I was a little guy. I just didn't even think about it. Went out and played the game. We won, and I got to throw my first touchdown pass to Chauncey Stuckey. And I guess the rest was history. Rex was upset that I did throw the interception because it ruined the shutout. That was his first comment after the game.
I love it.
He said, I could have had a shutout in my first game. I was like, I think we won. I think we're good, but okay. Personal stats noted.
Yep.
So it was just it's a blur. And for those young guys, the best you can put the blinders on, almost like like one of those prize racehorses, those thoroughbreds. They put the blinders on, they get in there, from the paddock to their little lane, and don't worry about anything else. Don't look to the left, don't look to the right. Trust your feet, trust your eyes, and to the best of your ability, try and have fun. I know it's a chaotic environment. At the end, you'll look back and kind of take a breath and say, man, that was a real rush. What a thrill. What an enjoyable experience for me, my family, everybody that I know that helped me get here. I think he'll get there at some point. But in the moment, it's really hard to look back at that. And I think, the onus is on Brian Callahan, the head coach and coordinator. Give him some breather plays. Let him stack a couple completions early in the game, some easy ones, just a quick little flat route, a slant route, something on the move, a wide receiver screen, tight end screen, just to kind of get a breath. Some of those, they call them breather plays because where the ball's going. The quarterback doesn't have to think too much. And, the less he's going to have to drop back, get to his third or fourth read, make a move in the pocket, and throw an accurate ball with a guy draped all over somebody, the better he's going to be in his first start. Eventually, he's going to have to do it more and more, and he might have to do it to win the game. But you probably don't want to major in that in his first start. But I think they'll be up for the challenge.
Yeah, I mean, and again, doing it in Tennessee is one thing. You did it in New York. I did not know. It's just like
a little different.
There's Joe Namath. You mean the guy that everybody in the fan base keeps talking about because nobody's done anything pretty much at the position of significance like that since?